Peace. Good morning, everyone. My name is Paul Dezay, and this is Find the Intersection. Today's Thursday, which means we're talking about Psalms. Psalm 91 is our psalm for today, verses 1 to 6 and 14 to 16. Psalm 91. So check that out. Read it through in a couple translations, and let's talk about it. So verses 1 to 6 and 14 to 16. So we really don't know the context of this psalm. We don't know who wrote it, what year he wrote it, or what was going on. So this is kind of more of a universal statement of truth. This psalm was quoted in the New Testament, so it is one that is popular. It is used quite often. So what's it about? It's about God can be trusted at all times and in all situations. The psalmist goes through and talks about some pretty severe stuff, pestilence, the arrow that flies by day, pestilence that stalks in darkness, destruction that wastes at noonday, some horrible stuff. So God can be trusted in all situations, even in the midst of despair. Another thing that stood out to me is the word refuge. It's used twice. It's a theme kind of throughout the whole Psalter. The word refuge means shelter. So God is our shelter. For a lot of people in the day of Jesus, the temple was the shelter. And so the reference to refuge kind of symbolized this idea of temple. This was a safe place, right? So God provides a safe place and also a safe journey. That's this idea of refuge. God is our safe place and provides a safe journey for us. The third thing that stood out to me, and there are 7 first-person verbs used in this. It's kind of just like rapid fire: deliver, protect, answer, rescue, honor, satisfy, and show. There are 7 verbs, first person, that God does for the psalmist. God is a deliverer. He protects. He answers. That God just completely loves the person who is writing this, and this is kind of a testimony of all that God has done, and it's an example to everyone else to know this God that does these things for the psalmist. It's interesting, in verse number 14, it has the word love and the word know, and that communicates to us that this is very much a relationship between the psalmist and this God, that God loves this person, and the psalmist loves this God back. There's a relationship. The word know is an intimate word, like Adam knew his wife Eve. And so what we have here is a relationship, and that's where those 7 verbs come from. 7 is the number in Hebrew of completeness or wholeness. So we see this God has this perfect relationship towards this human being. And God, and this psalmist wants to tell the world all that God has done. So anyway, there's my thoughts for today. I love this psalm. Psalm 91 is an amazing psalm. It's one to help you in good times and bad. Remember, God provides a safe place and a safe journey for us. That's it. Hey, share your thoughts in the comments if you would. And back tomorrow to do intersections. Grace and peace, everyone. See ya.